right? But obviously, it's very different for people. Some people are very religious in a particular religion. Some people are atheists that wouldn't even think of a spiritual path. Some
Right.
people, like myself, I'm not really following any organized religion, but I do spiritual practice, and I certainly consider myself to be doing spiritual practice. Let's just say that. For me, there are kind of two aspects, or there used to be two quite separate aspects, and now because of mind shifting, they're much closer together. The two separate aspects for me is in the beginning, I was following kind of the self inquiry path. I did something called enlightenment intensives. I think I did my first one when I was 19, and I did a lot of them in my 20s. They were like retreats. So there would be a self inquiry practice. So you would ask questions like, who am I? What am I? What is another? What is life? Right. And you would just contemplate these questions like 20 hours a day. So this was something that, you know, was from the Ramana Maharshi tradition. Would ask, who am I? And they were also, it was part of the Zen tradition because they would ask Zen koans, which were, you know, thought of as impossible questions where there's not really an answer to the question. You're asking it to eventually get the mind to realizing it's an impossible question. At that point, the mind gives up and you experience, you know, what's true, shall we say. So the question, who am I? There isn't an answer. What it's doing is it's pointing you to the truth that there is no identity. There is no who. Now, that's not going to make sense unless you experience it. It's the same with the question, what am I? There is no quality to the self. But again, you got to experience it. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense.